Oh,
Aw.
what a sad, sad day.
What's wrong, Tom? Why are you feeling so down?
Well, Brandon, it seems like the Minnesota Vikings are a bad football team. And considering they're over the cap by $36 million next season, I'm just afraid that their window of being competitive is getting smaller and smaller and smaller and
Aw.
smaller.
Oh. You feel bad for the Vikings?
So sad.
Yeah. I am wincing for them as well. At least Sam Darnold is real good, Minnesota.
Doing real good.
Oh, you freaking idiots.
Oh, baby. We here.
We steer.
Look, I barely caught that.
Whoa.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. And this is, GPS.
Oh.
Oh, man. You know, it's so funny because this morning, because this is how the behind the scenes works for GPS. We have a running Google Doc.
Yeah.
And, you know, like we'll add a couple things in there. Monday, there's not really a whole lot in there because we're just recapping all the games. Wednesdays when we actually have to put in a few things because it's like, oh, man, what are we going to talk about? And Friday, so today I wake up and I'm like, you know what? Vikings are in trouble. NFL Week 8 preview. And Perna goes, let's do that, but make trouble in all caps is why we work so well together.
That is and that's the extent of our rundown. We have nothing in there, no talking points, no data entries, just Vikings are in trouble in your power rankings, which I was cramming here in the last seconds. But
that was tough to watch, dude. Like Wentz at times was like he was in some like, and that's not what we're making fun of. Like, dude, like Wentz, they were like, he was holding his elbow, like his arm. He looked to be in a severe amount of pain. They didn't put Brosmer in until the very, very end. And that, like, I understand that Brosmer's not going to really do much more than Wentz. But, man, like, at some point, it's not like he's playing well. Like, Carson Wentz had a really tough night. And it just, I don't know why he was in that game for as long as he was.
His shoulder, right? Is his non-throwing shoulders all jacked up?
Yeah, he was holding on his left arm. Because he has, like a brace sleeve kind of thing going on, too. So, yeah.
Oh, but to be clear, I thought it was hilarious that they were playing him through all the pain.
They were just like,
I was laughing the whole time.
You? And now,
oh, look at how much that man is hurting. I'm kidding. I'm sure there were Packers fans like that. Yeah, I'm sure there were. I mean, they're out there.
Packers fans, we were just enjoying the fact that the Minnesota Vikings are sucking the amount that they're sucking.
Out there.
You're the one who is just like, oh, I predict Joe Burrow is going to get injured. Oh, I predict this person's going to get injured. It would be terrible if this player got injured. Bailey Perna did a whole video about it.
I posted a 20-minute video about the NBA. It sucks too because it was, Chauncey Billups. He's from Denver. Been a big part of the community here. But Chauncey was playing in illegal poker games. Not just playing in illegal poker games, but being the face mask, as they called it, for the Mafia to rig poker games.
Dude, waking up to that story yesterday, it just got crazier and crazier. And then it was like, okay, NBA folks that are involved with like illegal poker, okay, they were cheating during it, like X-ray vision, like glasses, the cameras, the shuffle, the whole things. And then it was like, oh, and it's also tied to the Mafia. It was like, oh,
the Italian Mafia. The Italian Mafia.
We're back, baby.
I mean, they were using cheating butt plugs to help the card games. It was crazy.
What?
Yeah, when you got the hand to bet on, you get a little tickle. And that's how you know.
Right in the shin. Actually, I hate the Vikings because they were the Packers' most competitive rival in my formative years, So Brett Favre went there, broke Aaron Rodgers' collarbone, and put it in their newspapers, the whole 9 yards. So don't worry, the Vikings will always have a deep place in my soul.
And Tom and I were talking about the NBA stuff right before the show.
Yeah.
And I think I was thinking about it, and it's a big problem if you've got players altering their stat lines to hit, their prop bet, right? And that's what Terry Rozier was doing. He took himself out of a game basically with a fake injury. There's clips of him just playing awful basketball, right?
The highlights of him just
I think there's a simple solution there in that and I think Florio mentioned this, that the sports books basically, to solve this problem for the NBA in terms of keeping it fair for fans, is you can't have single player prop bets. The company I work with, right, is not a sports book. It is considered daily fantasy. And
sports novel.
You have to have multiple player entries for those specific types of plays, right? That's how they view it, the legality of it, the technicality of it, if you will. So in the NBA, I think it's a bigger issue because a single player can alter their stat total. In the NFL, just look at last night. Quentin Johnston had 0 targets. That's not Quentin Johnston, right? You can't control when Justin Herbert sees him open. So the NFL, I think, is safer from this type of thing in that it's harder for a single player to affect their single stat line. The NBA, I think, they're if you take away the single player prop bets, and I don't know if they will, but I'm saying that's one way they could solve that for the NBA without having to do a lot. And it's that part of it sucks, right? Because then you've got all these people who think, oh, the NBA is completely rigged. And it takes away from all this really good basketball that was played last year. And last night, the Nuggets game was insane. The Thunder game was crazy. And I was watching the Nuggets last night, and Aaron Gordon goes off. He's just draining threes. And then that motherfucking Steph Curry, dude, just from 50 feet beyond the arc, it's going in. And it's you can't defend that guy.
No.
It makes you mad, but then you just appreciate how good Curry is.
So good.
Also, my take is Steph Curry, still the worst celebration in sports, Tom. This lame. I've never been so mad by a guy just moving his shoulders at me. But yeah, it takes away from a lot of good basketball. It's a problem. They got to figure it out. I think there's solutions to it. But I think we should let the Mafia find those solutions for us. Way better celebration. Way better celebration.
Yeah. Why is that sign upside down?
What sign?
I don't know. I'm just asking questions. On your kicks, maybe he meant picks. Maybe he meant licks.
Oh, this? I don't know, Kevin. I just got a bunch of shit back there.
There's a couple of gifts from me back there.
By the way, Kevin sent me those.
It's really hurtful.
I showed your John Hamm photo yesterday, Tom.
Where?
I joined Dave Damashek on his show, and we were talking about because he knows Don Draper. He knows John Hamm in real life.
Oh, I was gonna say. Okay.
He knows John Hamm in real. They play in the same fantasy league. He came up, so then I pulled out the Draper picture.
There you go.
So. Anyway, we can go back
to now. He's like, you know what, Brandon? Do you want to play some poker with him?
I'll go to the John Hamm poker game.
You're like, how do you care if it's rigged?
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NBA thing is wild, man, because there's two separate stories there, right? So it's the illegal poker, which is they stole millions of dollars from like high valued folks. There was like $1.8 million from one dude, which they basically were like, hey, you can come play with like NBA stars, right? And then the game was completely and totally rigged and they lost millions of dollars. So there's that aspect of it. You have the...
That kind of feels like a victimless crime to me, though, Tom.
If you got a $1.8 million to blow on a poker game?
Yeah, on illegal poker games. You're not going to a World Poker Tour event. You know, you're not playing in a high-stakes game in Vegas or wherever those things are regulated. That's kind of on you. I wish it was just that story because it would have been a lot more fun.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. You got NBA head coaches. Dude, like that. What do you even tell your team? What do you tell your team after that?
Which one? With the NBA?
Yeah.
I say
sure, JC.
I say just win the game, guys. Just go out there and win the game. And I won't have to worry about you being investigated for throwing your stat lines.
Yeah. I mean, you just go out there in Portland and you're like, all right, guys, let's make sure we have a good game. Don't mind the DraftKings sponsorship that's on the jersey. Let's go out there and have ourselves a good time. And then, of course, there's because there was only one active player, right?
That was arrested?
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry.
Because he was the one who was giving his buddy saying like, hey, bet the under here. He made like a couple $100,000 and he like threw the game. So
Terry Rozier, $160 million in career earnings.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. $160 million. And he's just like, hey, man, like, let's throw away not only my career, but also now compromise the integrity of the entire sport.
Yeah.
And also, you know, we're going to get in significant legal trouble as well. It's just well played all around.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah, but I mean, Malik Beasley still being looked at too by the FBI in the situation. And I think like once their investigation wraps up and they said it's ongoing, and with this current FBI, like who the hell knows exactly what that means. This becomes, because this is a big story, but this becomes like a real problem if there are multiple players they find in multiple games. Because right now, even Terry's stuff was a game that they have this evidence for in 2023, right? It's not like this is suddenly every night, every NBA game, you've got a guy out there just like shit in the bed for a couple.
Brandon, like this is the problem, right? Like I'm getting questions in the chat of like, hey, like, is this something that could happen with the NFL? Is this something that's because this is the problem when you have gambling that's so, because again, you're a grown ass person, you do what you want with your money, right? That's where I'm at. But the idea that they are so closely embedded, and especially with the NBA, who has a history in which like you have questioned the integrity of the game. Right? It just opens the door for more people to do the wrong thing. And when it's easy and it's accessible, that's when there is going to be potential problems. And I feel like as a viewing audience, right? So Adam Silver, who you and I were talking about right before this show went live, right?
Yeah.
Under scrutiny for a while. I didn't like him because he was, what was that, a month ago? He was like, oh, well, when it asked about accessibility to the game and tickets are more expensive, you can't watch the games, right? Because they're on all these different platforms now, which is also for a whole bunch of different sports leagues. And he's like, we're a highlight-based game.
Yeah, last night I couldn't get the Nuggets game until the second quarter because the other game went into overtime, right? Yeah. Like not even having the option to watch the game you want on the network you want to that is broadcasting it. When I think that's an easy thing they could do, it's the opposite of forward thinking.
Yes. So like I
can't get it out of my head either.
Big boo.
It lives in there, rent free.
But that's ultimately going to be the issue, right? And so they'll do like a whole investigation. And it's exactly like you said. If there's more players, like, And then you're talking about Silver potentially having a hand and saying like, hey, let's sweep this under the rug a little bit.
Yeah. Or just like give it a pass and say, let's not do this again, because the NBA looked into Terry Rozier and they cleared him basically. Mm-hmm. Or they were still looking into it and they hadn't made a decision. It kind of changed through the course of the day yesterday. I think it was Brian Windhorst's reports on it later in the day. They were kind of damning for the NBA and for the commissioner. You just hope they nip it in the bud. And I think I didn't
hear that. That's messed up. Yeah.
The legalization of sports betting, across all the states. The victim here's the Mafia, Tom. They lost a lot of money when sports betting became legal. Okay, that was their racket. And that's kind of relevant here because what did
someone think of the poor Mafia?
They shifted probably to more of these high-stake card games because of that, which is wild. The other part of it is the sports books are very heavily regulated. They're the ones reporting the suspicious activity, right? Mm. The sports book reported the suspicious betting activity on Terry Rozier. So and in the NBA, this shit has gone on for a very long time. But do you think the Mafia would ever be reporting that? No, because back in the day, they were the ones getting the players to do that shit. So
way to throw Mafia accountants right under the bus, Perna. They work hard too, okay?
They do.
Unbelievable.
They do.
Sorry, but real quick, the point that I was going to make is if you have, because there are folks who are going to hear this story, right? And they're either not going to get the entire thing or they're going to read the story and go, I'm done watching the NBA. You're not going to make it accessible. You're going to make it more difficult, more expensive to watch. And I got to worry about this crap. Then I'm just going to stop watching. So the NBA's got a little bit of a problem on their hands.
And then you had that ref get suspended in the SEC, right? There's a whole bunch of integrity shit going on. Yep. Not Tom and I. Nobody questions our integrity. Wrong. NFL mouthpiece. Here we come.
That's right. When will the NFL refs be caught by the FBI?
Hopefully soon, man.
I'm hoping tomorrow. I'm hoping tomorrow they bust down those doors and they're like, hey, as long as they can retroactively go back and arrest the replacement refs for the Fail Mary, then, because that's when politicizing, the Justice Department's fine. That's when it's fine.
Yeah. So. All right, to Wentz in the Vikings now.
Let's talk about the Minnesota Vikings.
This was an interesting game. I mean, the game wasn't interesting. There are interesting storylines because of this game now. Vikings got their ass kicked.
Okay.
What is this?
This is their 2026 cap, which they're currently $36 million over the cap.
Sick.
So, yeah, this is an issue for the Vikings for a number of reasons. One, obviously they lost. Now, at the same time, they got a whole bunch of injuries, right? JJ McCarthy is still out. We just don't know about JJ McCarthy, though. And I think that's ultimately the issue, too, is he's just a huge question mark because they had that stat up yesterday. And I was like, that's such a BS stat. There was missed 22 out of 24 games. I was like, you missed the entire season last year because he got hurt before it even began. So I don't know if you could hold that against him. But anyway. Yeah, so I feel like for the Vikings, the problem that they're in, and this whole they should have kept Sam Darnold thing, I'll actually go to the bat for the Vikings here. It was never going to happen. There was no shot, man. If you draft J.J. McCarthy in the first round and he already doesn't play for an entire year, you're saying, listen, we're going to go with the kid because we got to see what we got. Because the only way that they were going to keep him is they were going to have to give him a good amount of money for Sam Darnold, right? Even if it was a 3-year deal. And then how long are you having J.J. sit? Now, of course, him getting hurt, you couldn't predict that. And, that could have changed things. But I'm not going to crucify the Vikings for not keeping Sam Darnold, even though they were more competitive.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't crucify him. But it goes to show you how fickle the decision-making process can be in the NFL and how it can drastically affect your team if you make the wrong decision. And I think with the quarterback position specifically, and if I recall at the end of last season, I was like, I know the Vikings have drafted JJ McCarthy, but you don't get quarterbacks playing as well as Sam Darnold easily. And then Sam Darnold plays 2 bad games, and everybody's like, oh, yeah, good riddance. Get rid of this motherfucker. That's the quarterback that's going to be the quarterback forever. Those last 2 games of Sam Darnold, terrible dude, sucks at ball. Those first 14 or 15 games, that was the outlier, right? I think what you're always weighing money in your salary cap. And yes, you invested a high draft pick on JJ McCarthy because Sean Payton duped you into doing it. Never forget that part of the story, Minnesota. But I think Kevin O'Connell in that situation has to understand the team's success this year and the next couple years are in better hands with Sam Darnold. And they have to make the case to have him there and be like, you know what? It's okay if JJ McCarthy doesn't play this next year or the year after. And where do they look for that example, Tom?
The Green Bay Packers.
Exactly. And it's never an apples to apples situation.
Sure.
And it's never the right answer every single time. But the further this season goes along, and JJ can come in and he can start playing really good football, and we'll forget about this in 2 weeks. If he has 2 good games, nobody's going to remember this conversation. But at this moment, letting Sam and
I didn't see that, Junior.
I don't think they let Sam Darnold go. I think they tried to keep him, but Sam wanted to go to a place where he was going to have a chance to be the starter and keep his job as a starter. And that probably wasn't the case in Minnesota. Even Daniel Jones didn't want to go back to Minnesota because he wanted to start. And I don't know if Dan Jones is having the same success in Minnesota as he's having with the Colts right now, right? But like,
because the O-line's still an issue.
Yeah. There's a lot of circumstances that make this situation unique, but bottom line, the Vikings would be better right now if they had kept Sam Darnold. And they said, you know what, JJ, we love you. We believe in you. You're coming back from an injury. We're going to work you into being the starter one day. But right now it's Sam's team and we're going to do it. Another weird part of this is their Vikings defense is just kind of looked crappy the last few games.
Yeah, it hasn't been great.
But anyway, sorry. I was thinking about that. I've been thinking about Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings decision and how this has kind of just been like a low key, yeah, you kind of wish you would have kept Sam Darnold right now.
Well, and I think it maybe was made a little bit easier after those last 2 games, right? So like against the Lions and the Rams, because this was a decision that we were talking about this leading up into the playoffs last year going,
yeah, you and I debated it, I feel like multiple times.
Yeah, like, are you going to keep Sam Darnold? Like, or are you just going to let him start? And it just feels like with the amount of money that's invested in this team, right? There is a window where it's like, all right, they're going to be super competitive. Now, again, the Vikings have been beat to crap this year, like a bunch of other teams. Like they have some pretty big injuries. But to see how far they've fallen and you're not even given a good evaluation on your new quarterback, that's the larger problem here. Because until JJ McCarthy plays consistently, you're not even going to be able to evaluate and say like, hey, here's our guy for the future or not. And if he's not the guy, then yes, then this is going to age absolutely terribly. Then letting Sam Darnold go is not going to age well. But we're not even at that point yet because the Vikings last night, they just looked like a bad football team, but it's also with, their QB2 and their QB3. It's Carson Wentz in 2025, which, results are going to vary.
Yeah. Carson Wentz, he's not the worst quarterback. You got to admire his performance playing through an obviously very painful injury. Oh, yeah. There's all that stuff there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I started reading this. I can't multitask.
That's what happens when you read.
How much you're able to talk about it considering, let's see. Did Underdog ever follow through on their end of the deal? Yeah. I would be suing them if they did.
Well, listen, they got that Bill Belichick.
They're contractually obligated. Thank you for looking out for me, though. But I think like it comes like if you have a quarterback on your roster and he leads you to 14 wins, you can't let that man out of the building. You can't. I think if I'm a GM, that's one of my things. If my quarterback wins me 14 games, I'm not letting that guy go, even if I already did this other thing, right? Like if, and now Vikings fans they're asking for old Kirk Cousins to come back.
Come on, Kirk, let's go, buddy. Let's saddle up once again.
They made the smart move. They let Cousins go, and that probably screwed them. They looked right for letting Kirk Cousins go, and they're like, you know what? We can let Sam Darnold go too.
That's phenomenal.
But watching Sam with the Seahawks has been fun.
Yeah.
He's doing a little redemption arc himself. But
there you go, Viking. I'm happy for you. There you go. Yeah, if you're a Portland fan and you didn't like your head coach, then you're just like, good day.
Come on, man.
It was a good day. Heard they got a fitting.
Oh, Andrew. Yeah, develop. I can't remember a time where so many dude, we've been Will and I have been kicking around that video idea of like, it's every year, it's a new reclamation project. And you're like, oh, fuck, that quarterback's pretty good again.
But how many times that you and I spoken about this, right? In that we are in such, and this is how the NFL has been for a long time, but like things like the Packers, like they don't do that very often around the league to let QBs sit and let QBs develop. And you look at Rodgers and you look at Love, and it's just if I'm drafting you in the first round, you are going to play ASAP. Because usually when you're picking, I'm just going to say like within the top 5, it's because you're a bad football team, right? Yeah. Unless you made some trade, in previous years, you're a bad team. There's other guys, maybe it's the head coach, maybe it's the GM that are looking at their jobs, and maybe their jobs are on the line. So they are now, hey, we have to go and draft a QB and we have to start them right away. And so the problem is you have this external pressure, right? Of you need to perform and do well. And so because of that, a lot of QBs are thrown into the fire when, again, they're usually going to bad football teams. And this is kind of the stuff that you can get. I mean, Mahomes even sat behind Alex Smith, man. He has talked about it many, many times about how beneficial that was to his career. And now that you have guys who are going to other spots and they're behind like actual O-lines or some better coaches, you can see these kind of resurgences.
Yeah, it reminds me of something very prominent.
Next guest, Luke DeCock.
Excuse me, who?
Luke DeCock.
Who?
Luke DeCock.
Wait, one more time.
Luke DeCock.
We still got to get him on the show.
We got to get Luke DeCock.
We got to, and I will praise that man from the mountaintops.
Yeah, Luke DeCock.
But yeah, Andrew, this is something that it's subjective based on each individual team and like where they're drafted. I mean, look at Cam Ward right now, man. Cam Ward gets drafted first overall. He's obviously going to start. That O-line is not good. The guy is getting destroyed like every single week.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. Well, and some guys can learn like that, right? It's trial by fire. And when you're getting drafted first overall, that's always going to be the expectation. But that's not necessarily what's the best thing for QB and player development.
Yeah. I mean, I think I retweeted a stat this morning that Peyton Manning was the first overall quarterback drafted to win a Super Bowl for the team that drafted him, right? So that's crazy. And now we're seeing this thing too.
Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning, last number 1 overall quarterback.
Number 1 overall. Got it. Yeah.
To win for the team that drafted him.
Damn.
He won for 2 teams, of course. Yeah. His real team, the Denver Broncos, later in his career. That's why he lives in Denver. He claims Denver. Suck it, Indy. You got Daniel Jones now. You're fine. God damn it.
I love how every single time you
derail me.
You have to do, but you derailed yourself. You're just like, I have to make sure that the world knows that Peyton Manning likes Denver more than Indianapolis.
Yeah, he loves it here.
I have no idea what Stephen A. Smith said yesterday, and I think I'm better for it. I never know what Stephen A. Smith is saying, which is also.
He says a lot of things every day.
He says a lot of things.
Oh, it's here. I got it. We're also seeing these number 1 overall drafted quarterbacks having their head coaches fired. Like it has happened to Cam Ward, who was number 1 before Cam Ward, who was number 1 the year before Cam Ward. Caleb Williams, right? Coach gone. Who was number 1 before Caleb Williams?
Probably just type in like first round or first.
I'm
overall.
going there. Just give me a second.
So,
It's staggering.
yeah. I'm sorry. These are the funniest memes, though. They are.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, yeah, my name's Shane Bowen. Yeah, I'm also betting on games. Mm-hmm.
All right, here you go. Cam Ward, coach fired. Caleb Williams, coach fired. Bryce Young, coach fired. Trayvon Walker,
Bryce Young,
coach. Trevor Lawrence, coach fired. Joe Burrow still has his coach. Kyler Murray, head coach fired. Baker Mayfield, not fired. So, like, that's what?
Fired.
1, 2, 3, 4 of the last number 1 picks have been QBs. All of them.
Bryce Young's right over there.
Yeah, all of them had their head coaches fired in their first year with the team. That's not a great recipe for the quarterback. It's not a great recipe for the organization. It's just, man, like, yeah, in college football is not doing a good job right now developing quarterbacks to be ready. It's basically as far as it's ever been from preparing quarterbacks to be ready for the NFL. And every year, these teams think these guys are going to come in and save their organizations, and then they need a scapegoat,
and their jobs.
And then they got to get the right guy to coach that guy because the guy they had sucked at coaching. It's a cycle, and I don't know when it's going to stop.
We'll see. Seahawks got plenty of time to the playoffs. Yeah, no, and again, it's just because we're in the win now mentality, right? You draft a guy within the first top 5, like it's expected that he is going to come in and he's going to help save the franchise, which is not great. But I mean, you look at the 49ers years ago, and when they went on that dominant run, which still didn't result in a Super Bowl win. Sorry, I just had to throw that one in there. But when they went on a dominant run, you remember that? Like they were getting like first picks, like they're like, wait, how did their defense get so good? It's because they just kept on drafting really well in the first round. And like it was going really, really well, but they were having high draft picks for a bit. And then they were able to go on a run. Like that's usually how teams are rebuilt. It's going to take a few years for them to get back. Now, of course, there are outliers, and there are times where if you have a franchise quarterback, it makes it a whole lot easier because they're going to keep you super competitive. But yeah, man, it seems like for the Vikings, you have arguably one of, if not the best wide receiver in the league in Justin Jefferson, right? Like he's up there. You got that. You brought in your Brian Flores.
Hard to say right now. He can't get the ball thrown to him.
Oh, no, he can't get the ball. You know what, Ben? That's true. I'll become the head coach of the Vikings. Yes, I will sabotage you, but I'll be open about it. But I will do what's best for the player. Like Justin Jefferson deserves a quarterback that could throw to him, like Jordan Love.
Oh, yeah. What if Tom coaches the Vikings, I coach the Chiefs, and we both actually try?
Listen, I'll try because if we beat the Bears, if we beat the Lions, this ultimately helps the Packers. So you're talking 2 games a year and I'm actively going to sabotage. And that's really it. So, I appreciate this, Ben. Appreciate it. Hey, Zach, let's go. Let's go. Should be a great game Sunday night. But yeah, the Vikings are in trouble right now. The offensive line is not good. JJ McCarthy needs to come back and play. I know there's been some scrutiny because they were looking at the original timetables for him to come back, and we have passed that point. But I got to be honest with you. If I'm KOC and the way that this season's already going, I am waiting until JJ McCarthy's at 100% before putting him behind that offensive line. Because, I mean, what if he gets hurt again? And again, of course, it's the NFL. Anything can happen. But I don't know, man. Like, you just wait for that guy to be healthy because then you could actually get an idea of what's going on and see if he's going to be good. So, yep. We shall see. Perna, power rankings?
Oh, yeah.
No collision.
But here, wait, we didn't even talk about the Chargers look pretty good.
Chargers look good. Yeah, dude.
Justin Herbert's played some pretty nice football last night.
Gadsden again. You heard it here first on GPS, and it wasn't from either of us. But, dude, second game in a row, he's gone off. Vidal, he got back to running the ball really well, right? They had a balanced attack. Joe Alt being back on that offensive line, it definitely made a difference.
As soon as Joe Alt got on that line, Mekhi Becton got hurt, but they made it work. They made it work. If you're a Chargers fan, you got to feel good about Herbert. And what I saw Herbert do last night is something I want Bo Nix to do more. And that's when the opportunity's there, just run. A couple of those runs up the middle for Herbert were very productive.
Yeah.
I need more of that from Bo Nix. And
Not every team's going to do that.
yeah, the Chargers getting that production with their third string running back, with a 5th round tight end. It's impressive. Now the Chargers looked really good this week, so I am prepared for them. I'm going to put them in power rankings next week, and then they'll probably suck. That's just kind of how the Chargers do it. They're going to torture me all year on whether or not they're actually good or not. But right now, this week against Minnesota, a short week, you looked really good, LA.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, he's that ref too, the SEC guy, right? He's a ex-NFL ref, if I'm not mistaken, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Demote Brad Allen to the SEC. Please, get him out of the NFL.
Referee Ken Williamson.
Yeah.
I think he was an NFL guy, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Let's see. Hold on.
They all look the same. And there's
ex-NFL. Let's see. Nope. That's a cricketer. Nope. From New Zealand. That's not who I'm looking for.
Cricket.
Oh, no. Apparently he's a longtime SEC ref. Sorry. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, ex-NFL referee Blast SEC. Got it. That's
nice.
Apologies. Yeah, power rankings. Let's rock.
And roll. You're going to have to move that thing.
Yes, I got you, fam.
Those super chats are so big.
Colts numero uno.
Look at that.
Patriots at number.
Welcome to the club, Tom.
Thank you.
Who's had the Colts up there since week 1?
And I still don't agree with that.
Yeah, suck it. I was ahead of the curve. I'm going to stick to that story. Yeah, I put the Patriots at 2.
Patriots at number 2, huh?
Why not, man? This season,
Drake May, baby.
the weirder your predictions are, the smarter you're going to look.
Drake May? He's that guy?
Yeah, Drake's playing great. I really just didn't want to put the Chiefs at 2, so I put New England there. So you got the Lions at 2. Respect that. You got the Packers at 3. I got them there at 5. I dropped the Bucks to 11.
Yeah, the Bucks I dropped to 5 because of the Mike Evans stuff, and they didn't look good, but it was against a really good team. So I was like, okay, the Mike Evans injury is more important than the loss.
Yeah, I'm basically the way I'm going to be doing power rankings is every week is like a clean slate. Whoever looks good that week, just and usually you don't want to do that.
No, because that's usually like the first month of the year, right? You're kind of like, okay, nobody knows who's good. Nobody knows who's bad. Dude, it's the end of October next week.
Yeah.
A week from today is the end of October. So like the fact that we are still in a week-to-week league in terms of, and I will say, who in their right mind would have predicted heading into this season that the Colts would even be sniffing not only the number 1 in their division, but number 1 in the they got the best freaking record in the NFL, man.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the Colts were going to be bad, like bad.
And look,
nope.
I kind of critique their schedule, saying a lot of their wins have come against bad teams, but they did beat Denver, who has a winning record, who is first in the AFC West. And they just beat the Chargers last week, and they beat them like decisively. And then the Chargers go out and kick the shit out of the Vikings. So you're like, okay, the Chargers are not a bad team. They just played a very good Colts team. So yeah, I feel good about putting the Colts at number 1. Did I feel good about putting them at number 1 week 1, Tom? No, of course not. But right now, they're and it's because their defense is good. Their run game is one of the best in the league. Daniel Jones is playing great. Tyler Warren's been a great rookie addition. The receiving core is not like it is. I think the best way to describe it is like solid and reliable and tough. And the Colts have an identity of a tough football team. And I don't know, like the last time we've said that about the Colts. You know what I mean?
No, it's been a bit. I mean, again, the defense alone is a significant change. I've been harping on that a ton during power rankings, like just from where they were and then heading into this year, like, they look much better. And with a good defense and a good ground game, because Jonathan Taylor is playing out of his mind, dude, like they're going to win football games. And that's a team that also, I know we're getting closer and closer to the halfway point, but unless they have like a cataclysmic collapse, like that's a recipe for winning in the playoffs. Like I'm very curious to see them play against, some stronger opponents just to see where they match up. But right now, Colts are winning. They're winning the games that are put in front of them.
Colts look good.
Oh, dude. I'm not. So we were talking about this last night. Next Thursday is the Ravens versus Dolphins.
Yeah.
And if Lamar Jackson plays, they may score more points on the Dolphins defense than they did on the Broncos. So
maybe let's see what the Ravens do this weekend. But yeah, it could be bad. Could be boat raced. Could be a boat race, and the Dolphins could be getting caught in the propeller of that boat. Not to get too graphic, but that propeller could mutilate those Dolphins. Just blood and guts in the water, and then it's going to attract the sharks.
Yep.
And then the sharks are coming for Mike McDaniel.
Oh yeah,
and everybody else in Miami, and
a much bigger boat. Yeah.
Apparently, I forget where I saw this. The Broncos are one of the teams most likely to try and trade for a wide receiver. Now, I don't know where that report came from. I just saw it pop up yesterday, and one of the names is Waddle. There's a little Waddle to the Broncos. Now, I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I'll take him.
Hey, you could go and get Tyler Lockett. He got released by the Titans.
Honestly, I would take Tyler Lockett right now.
Just take a flyer on him. Why not?
Take him.
Why not?
The Titans too. Like, if you are a 30-year-old receiver and the Titans call you up, hang up the fucking phone. Hang up that phone, because all they're doing is like, hey, we got a nice grave to bury you in. Why don't you come watch your career die here in Tennessee? They do it. I did a video like 2 or 3 years ago about the wide receiver graveyard, and it was Tennessee's the greatest defender.
And
it's more true. All right, let's just.
If Will Levis goes anywhere and has any kind of success,
Minnesota. Will Levis is your 2026 quarterback, Minnesota. Let's see here. You got the Niners at 10. That's good. I put them at 7 with the Seahawks. I put the Cowboys and Eagles at 8.
Got it.
I like that you got the Chiefs at 8. I respect that.
Yeah.
And then I put Joe Flacco alone at 12. Not the Bengals. Just Joe.
Yep.
Not your fucking Bengals. You guys are still a mess. I do not believe in you for 1 second, but I do believe in Joe Flacco.
Hey, Turner's really good on that secondary. He's been looking really nice.
I don't care. They're still terrible.
Gotta get the over. Barney, want to go through some games? There's 6 teams on a bye week this.
I know, it's so nice.
Oh, so nice, dude. So nice.
It's gonna make winners and losers so much easier. Fewer people are gonna watch this week, but that's okay.
Oh, you go. Before Gadsden against the Colts, no tight end in Chargers history has been awarded Rookie of the Week since 1985. Yeah, wow. I see Chargers fans are really excited about Gadsden, and
not even Antonio Gates. Gates never did it.
I guess not.
Wow. All right, so I took the Chargers last night. Wasn't going to overthink it.
Bounce back game for the Falcons?
Yeah, let's go back to week 7 where I picked chaos.
Yep.
And it really did not help me out, Tom.
No, Jesus. Nope.
I got the late games. I kind of got a streak there, but yeah, it was a rough week for me.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's tough. It's true, Ian. It's true. All right. So, yeah, I got the Falcons. Obviously, disappointing outing against the 49ers last Sunday. But if there is a team to bounce back against, it is the Miami Dolphins and that defense. Bijan Robinson might have, 300 yards. He's gonna run all over them. So,
yeah, the Falcons kind of played poorly last week. They're doing this thing where they play really good football one week and then they're bad. Good, bad, good, bad. It's a good week against a bad team.
Wolfpack, what about it?
Happy birthday.
It's my birthday tomorrow. Let's go, baby.
Happy birthday, Wolfpack.
Wolfpack, happy freaking fracking birthday. I hope it is a phenomenal birthday weekend.
This is for you, Wolfpack.
I'm a man. I'm not 40. I'm 58.
There you go.
It's
appropriate.
I think so.
Let's
go.
Look, I just shit on the Bengals, but you are miles ahead of the Jets, Cincinnati.
I'm sorry. Hold on. If the Bengals beat Aaron Rodgers but lose to his former team, That would make sense, just given what this NFL season is. But
I like that.
I'm going to go with Cincinnati here to get the win against them.
No, I like the way you're thinking, Tom.
Yeah.
That is, I hope, I'm going to still take the Bengals, but I think you're onto something, Tom.
Right? Perna got a fitting.
Oh, my God.
The Pope is with you.
Hey, man, Bob Ross. I was Bob Ross for Halloween once. We're actually kicking around an idea for a full-on Bears video. So,
Yes.
There you go.
I like what the Bears are doing right now.
Hey, and because they got a good run game and they got a good defense.
Yeah. Dude, how many problems does that help?
A lot.
Sean Payton?
Yeah, Sean Payton. Yeah, I got the good defense part. This, I think, is going to be close. This, I almost pick Cleveland here because this is going to be a really big test for that Patriots O-line. I think, no, because they have the Browns have a good defense here. So I picked the Patriots to win, but I think this is going to be a closer game. You know, as the Patriots have been playing really well, I just think this one might not come easy.
The Patriots defense playing pretty solid football right now. I am not threatened or worried about Dylan Gabriel like at all at this point. He has not pushed the ball down the field at all. Like none.
Judkins looks good.
Judkins, I'm starting him in fantasy this week.
Sure, tanker. It might be.
If Cleveland has any chance to win this game, Judkins has to have at least 150 rushing yards. I'm not sure he's getting that against New England. The Patriots, as soon as they stopped fumbling the ball 5 times every week, they look like a different team. This is going to be an ugly, low-scoring game, but that's right. I'll give it to. Don't worry, Johnny. I'm going to give it to Connor anyway, because Connor's a Bears fan. So fair enough.
Already got a fitting.
What? Stop it, guys. Bought tickets to see Cowboys Broncos. Now it's flexed to Curse Wheel game. What a time to experience my first game in Mile High. I'll be wearing a diaper.
Wear a diaper.
Do we even have that clip anymore?
I don't know if we have it anymore.
Did we get rid of wear a diaper?
I think we did.
Damn. Oh, this is close.
It's like, like buttholes, everybody has one.
That was awesome.
Oh, yeah, you cursed your own team, huh?
Hey, man. Nobody can say I'm biased.
I mean,
I don't feel good about this game, honestly.
No, I picked the Cowboys. This game, I think the Eagles have their revenge. They didn't have Jalen Carter the last time they played against the Giants, so I'm thinking that that's going to make a difference getting after Dart and also stopping Scattaboo. So the Eagles, after actually putting together their best offensive performance all year, let's see if that can be maintained, but I got Philly here.
Yeah, I want to be clear about a couple things.
Let's go, Jared. Enjoy it.
One, I'm a big fan of Dart and Scattaboo and Malik Neighbors. I know Neighbors is hurt, but I like the Giants for those reasons.
Real quick, timeout. Did you see Neighbors hasn't gotten surgery yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I don't know if it's the swelling.
Yeah.
Dude, like that sucks, man.
Yeah, just delaying how long it's going to take till he's ready to go.
Yeah, it's going to potentially bleed into next season, so hopefully he will be good. But yeah, that's.
I think the ads about him are fine, Pixel.
I think the incorporation into the pregame, the postgame, the halftime. I think that's the. You see ESPN real quick when they were talking about this NBA thing, and they're just like, "Oh, and let's get rid of this ESPN bet ticker that's on the bottom here." Gambling. Whoa, who could have seen this one coming?
No, it can be like anything, like alcohol ads, right? Like we all know alcohol's addicting. It's I don't disagree. All right, what was I saying? Giants.
You like them.
I'm rooting for the Giants. But, and this might sound crazy, Eagles fans, way cooler than Giants fans, okay? Eagles fans and Broncos fans before the game, nothing but compliments to each other. Giants fans and Broncos fans were telling each other I hope Dart tears his ACL. And then Giants fans started making like Demaryius Thomas being dead references on Twitter. It got out of hand.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was bad.
So Giants fans, fuck you is my point. Except for John Franklin, who I love. You're You're on my shit list, Giants fans. Eagles fans,
fans
I
are
love
like,
you. I hope you beat the
we're
fucking piss out of the Giants, is what I'm saying. And I think the Broncos broke the Giants. After this week, I'll be over it. But anyway.
That's it.
Sorry.
No, not Eagles. Okay. If Rico Dottle can run all over them, the Panthers can win this game. Bryce Young, because he's banged up right now.
Yeah, but he was at practice this week, right?
He was held out a second straight day.
And dude, I mean, yeah, this is tricky because Rico could destroy the Bills. Their run defense has been bad.
It's a great day.
But Dave Canales kind of didn't remember that Rico Dowdle was good last week. Is he going to remember this week?
Like, we got to get Hubbard some.
We got to get Hubbard 15 touches too. The coaches, man. I'm going to take Buffalo. They're coming off a bye.
I got Buffalo.
I'm a little concerned about Buffalo, and I think Carolina's ripe for the upset, but if
they can run the ball, man.
Come on, Bills. Don't let me down.
Virtuoso, this in perpetuity for right now. I'll be streaming every Packers game. So I'll be streaming.
Here's my thought with Bears-Ravens. I think the Bears are actually the better football team right now than the Baltimore Ravens, Tom. But I think the Bears are getting the Ravens at absolutely the wrong time for Chicago to continue their win streak. Ravens are down bad. Everything's gone wrong for them. They're coming off a bye week. They are in desperation mode right now. And we know their offense Lamar's back, right? Is Lamar playing?
No, so that's the thing. It's not confirmed. He took a step in practice. So I actually picked the Bears to win this.
If Lamar doesn't play, I'm going Bears.
That's what I said. I literally was like, if Lamar plays, I think the Ravens win this football game. Because the defense for the Ravens, the last time we saw them, they played pretty solid, right? They just didn't have a quarterback at all. Derrick Henry was playing well. And so you throw Lamar Jackson back there, I think you're rocking and rolling. But if Lamar doesn't play, I mean, Cooper Rush, I just don't trust him right now. So I'm going with the Bears to get it. But again, I just don't know because is Lamar playing?
Yeah, I guess here's my conundrum. I want to pick the Bears right now because of Lamar's status being uncertain. But I don't trust myself to remember to come back and select the Ravens if I learn that Lamar Jackson is playing.
Yeah, it says, so this is from the Ravens. Still limited at practice, but took another step forward. He was on the practice field again on Thursday, but was limited for a second straight day. It was his first practice in 24 days after leaving the Chiefs game. If he says he's ready to go, I'm ready to go, Todd Monken said. So it's up to him, and I thought he looked really good today. I thought there were things he did out there that took another step forward.
I think he's going to play, is my gut. So I'm going to leave it on the Ravens.
So yeah,
because I will not remember to change it.
No, that's fair. This could be, if the Texans can stop CMC, which was the 49ers' entire offense, I think the Texans can win. But the defense for the 49ers looked really good against the, oh my good God. Oh, boy, the Falcons. There we go. Oh, boy. How that just got lost there, and there's pure panic. But I got the 49ers winning.
Brain.
Yep. The Texans' offensive line and the entirety of the offense is so bad. It's really, really, that was really tough to watch. So I got to go with the 49ers here.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about taking the Niners. I love what Salah's doing with their defense. And the Texans, I am so down on their offense right now.
Their defense is so good. Like, that's the thing that's infuriating. Like, that defense is one of the best defenses right now in the league. And they just have no complimentary football at all.
Unfortunately, I don't think their offense figures it out against the Niners. Not this week.
Defense look good. I got the Buccaneers winning this too. Even battered and broken, coming off their worst loss of the season.
Yeah.
I'm still picking the Buccaneers.
I just want the Saints are losing every week, but Spencer Rattler still looks okay. I just want that to continue all season long.
Oh, that didn't happen on Sunday. He was crap on Sunday. He had 3 interceptions.
I want that narrative back.
That'd be nice. Nice. So this game could go either way. I picked the Cowboys. And the only reason is because I think they can put up more points than the Giants and not blow it. Because their defense looked pretty solid. Right? Looked actually pretty good. If they went, they're not going to get him back for this game. But if Overshown comes back because he's in that 21-day return window, they're going to get real good. But here, I just don't know, while the Broncos defense is very good, if they can keep up with the Cowboys if they start putting, because Dak has been really careful with the football.
No, Dak's been great. Dallas, they have the number one offense and the 32nd defense, right? They're a hard team to calculate. But the Broncos have flaws right now.
Yeah.
They got the winning record. Bo Nix in the fourth quarter, it's been good. He is a quarterback who, when the game is on the line, when the pressure's there, he's effective. He's very good. But the Broncos defense has not been opportunistic this year. They've got a -2 turnover differential. We saw how big that pick for Denver was when Stranad got him. And the only way they're going to hang with Dallas is if they steal the ball a couple times. So they're the defense racking up sacks. Pat Surtain, we know we can trust him. Riley Moss, great grades right now in PFF, and Broncos fans know he's mostly pretty solid, but I think there's some weird holes on the Broncos defense. One of them was filled with Dre Greenlaw's return, and now he's suspended. Javonte Williams got a revenge game in him. And fundamentally, I don't think the Broncos can score as many points as the Cowboys can. And all right, you put Pat Surtain on CeeDee Lamb, okay? And I think CeeDee's going to make some plays, but I like that matchup. George Pickens on anybody else right now on the Broncos defense, I actually do not like. And the guy who really scares me in this game is Jake Ferguson at tight end. He's had a couple touchdowns. He's had a ton of the last 4 weeks, I think 6 TDs. Feel like he's going to have 2 more touchdowns in this game. For those reasons, I think it'll be a competitive game, but I think Dallas wins, and it kills me to pick that.
Let's go, Jersey. And to stay strong, especially after this past Sunday, hell yeah, brother. Let's go. Let's freaking go.
Nice.
Colts. I don't know if we need to. Colts.
There you go.
Divisional game, you never know. But Colts.
All right. Let's pick the Chiefs real quick because I think they got Mariota.
Buy them a drum kit, Lincoln Park.
Yeah. You got the Chiefs, right, Tom?
I did pick the Chiefs, yes.
All right. You pick your Green Bay Packers in this one?
I did. So actually, before the season started, I picked the Steelers to win this game because I usually do a season prediction. I've said this many times. If there is a game that Aaron Rodgers is going to show up for,
sure,
it's going to be this game. On top of that, both secondaries not looking at their best. And heading into this game, if the Bengals game didn't happen, I may have been even more biased towards the Steelers because their defense had been playing pretty darn well those few weeks prior leading up to that Bengals game. However, with their secondary not looking so hot, Christian Watson could be making his season debut in Pittsburgh on Sunday, so another weapon for that offense. I got the Packers getting it here. I think if they're able to get after Rodgers, who is definitely going to get the ball out quickly, I think they can win this football game, but they got to establish the run pretty early.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good freaking game, man. Sorry.
I hope it is. Sunday night, I hope. I'll take Vele back, sure.
There you go.
I think the Packers are a better team. I'm going to say that. I think your defense is more consistent. The Steelers' defense has the potential to be very good every week, but last week, Flacco lit them up. Now, they were playing in some electric receivers, I'm saying that I really believe Green Bay, through the course of the season, we'll talk about them as a better team than the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm picking the Steelers because of what you touched on. Aaron Rodgers has no greater motivation in life than saying, you were wrong. Fuck you. You were wrong. And even though he was very PC about it this week,
He was very nice. I mean,
there's no animosity towards me and the Packers. Like, I saw the writing on the wall.
he confirmed it. He's
wrong. Deep inside, he's like, those.
I would agree with you, Perna. I would agree with you. But playing for the Jets, it does something to a man. It does. He was like, you know what? The Piggly Wiggly, I didn't know what I had.
Yeah.
I didn't know how good it could be.
How crazy is that? The Jets have spared you guys Aaron Rodgers or revenge game, you know? I'll believe Aaron Rodgers is a changed man if he loses this game. That's the only thing that's going to convince me that his ego is truly dead, Tom, is if he wins this game.
Yeah, he's gonna be targeting some members of our secondary. I think it's gonna be a fun game. Just even coming into it, man. Like that atmosphere is gonna be electric. So I can't freaking wait. And on top of that, when the Packers and Steelers play, like it's almost always a good game. You know, you just have two good franchises. So I'm super pumped. Sunday night is gonna be I can't wait.
Plus, I don't think we've talked about like how much better of a fit Rodgers is with the Steelers than everything was the Jets, and not just like because they're playing better right now, just like the chemistry with the teammates, with the vibe and the interactions, like everything about it just feels like it's making more sense.
Yeah,
but
and on top of that, like in their division, you know, obviously they just lost to the Bengals, but they're in a good spot. So. Yeah, I mean, that's true, too. Yeah, he will win. He will then have a win against every single NFL team.
Yeah, there's that in there, too.
So that's a crazy stat, my friend. He was saying, you know, he kind of was like, if this game was in Lambeau, it'd be even crazier. That would be nuts. But
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see. Arna, what do you got coming out, dude?
Nothing today. Tomorrow morning, we should have a video about the wild possibilities for this year's MVP race. There's interesting guys.
Okay.
Per your votes on the community tab.
There you go. Q&A tonight. I am going to put out a video today that's probably going to be a short skit. It's going to be short. It's going to be good. Also, what recently has happened has made me just want to get back on the bandwagon and do that gambling video that I've had in the works for like 4 months. So there's a few things I want to do, but yeah, we'll be rocking with that today. So, but folks, I appreciate the hell out of you. I'll see you on Sunday.
Get your hand off my penis!
Sorry. People, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS, and you have been navigated.
And you reached your destination.
I was just about to say I haven't dropped it in a while, and then I dropped on the second one. But I didn't say it, so
because of that.